What is going on, guys, and welcome back to our Washington Capitals Legend Fantasy Draft. And as you can see, we are right back where we started. I didn't want to do a redraft. I didn't want to do a redraft for a few reasons. I'll go over why I didn't want to do it, and then I'll go over why I think it's a good idea. So I didn't want to do it because it was a challenge. We had a team that wasn't ideal, and I liked the idea of a challenge. I liked where everyone else ended up. I liked that Crosby went back to Pittsburgh. I liked that Smith went back to Edmonton. That was just kind of cool. So I liked the draft order in that way. I like where we pick, and I gave everyone their original draft positions. I didn't want to do this, and I wasn't going to do this, but I could not believe the support to do this. Pretty much every single comment was like, dude, do a redraft, do a redraft. So I think the biggest thing was not because we had a crappy team. I think that people want to see a challenge, but people wanted to see me draft more. I think we're gonna do the first 10 rounds I'm gonna draft, and then the next whatever, and I think it goes like 25 or 30, I'll let the computer draft that. So I'm gonna pick the first 10, okay? We're gonna manually pick it. This is gonna be our core, okay? It's gonna be the future of this team, and it might be a little bit OP, but every team's gonna be a little bit OP. Now regarding the legends, so I did not add any legends, but I fixed some things, and I probably should have did a test maybe on Twitch or something just to make sure all the names were right, but I really wanted to get this out to you guys, so that was kind of my fault. But a couple names were spelt wrong. Keith Tkachuk was spelled completely wrong. I think I only messed up 3 out of like 50, so it's not that bad. I fixed Sergei Fedorov, and I fixed Ilya Kovalchuk's handness. A few of them I got wrong because it was hard to find online, but Kovalchuk obviously shoots right. He shot left, so I fixed that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. But again, I didn't want to do this, but you guys asked for it, and you guys are the main reason for this GM mode. I'm just the GM. You guys are all of the assistant GMs. You guys outweigh me for sure. There's also a few ego accounts already made, so I'm hoping that some players do go to their original teams. But we are going to select Ilya Kovalchuk with the 6th overall pick. We're going to do that again. I want to stick to that. I don't want to do a complete redraft. Like, I want to stick to our one first round pick, and that is going to be Ilya Kovalchuk. It's controversial. That's why I like it. A lot of people don't like Ilya Kovalchuk. I mean, he's a point-a-game player in his NHL career. There's no doubt he was an absolute force on the ice. He's a bit of a dickhead, don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to be controversial. I think it's going to be fun. That's why it shows Ilya Kovalchuk. So this is going to be the last time we do this. I'm not doing it again. Again, I didn't want to do this. You guys asked for it, and I'm totally all right with it. So let's go ahead and get this underway once again. So it went Orr, Gretzky, Lemieux, Lidstrom, and Martin Brodeur went number 5. Okay, so no matter what, we're going to pick Ilya Kovalchuk. Yeah, we can have Gordie Howe. Yeah, we can have Ron Francis, but I got to stick to this, man. I got to stick to this. And look, Ilya Kovalchuk, his handness is left. I just changed it to right. So the game kind of messes up some stats. You know what? We're too far in. I'm done editing players. It's all I've been doing for 2 days. We're sticking with it. I want to see Fedorov. Yeah, his name stuck. Why did Ilya Kovalchuk go back to left? God, that's annoying. I've actually noticed that when you create some players, if you put them to like a certain height, they'll be like 2 inches shorter than you made it. I don't know if that's like a glitch in the creative player, but that's really annoying. A few players I tried to fix. Again, I fixed Fedorov, and I fixed Keith Tkachuk, wherever that guy is. Where is he? He's got to be here. He's somewhere down here. You can just trust me. There he is. So Keith Tkachuk. I actually put the K before the T. I don't know why I was doing that, but we are going to pick Ilya Kovalchuk with our number 1 overall choice. We can get Taves, we can get Crosby. I don't care. We're picking Ilya Kovalchuk, and there it is. So it went Patrick Waugh, Ron Francis, Gordie Howe, Eric Lindros. You can see here all these players are being drafted. Maurice Richard actually went back to Montreal. That is hilarious. Anyone else I see? The Vancouver Canucks got Sergei Fedorov. We'll go through all that after. So our second round pick, I want to pick another legend. I want to pick a centerman. Oh man, no legends available. Okay, we got Anze Kopitar. I want to get someone young though. I want to get someone young. Oh man, all the legends have been selected pretty much. There's a few of them available that are going to be in like the 5th round, like Adam Oates and stuff like that. But the legends still available are going to be, there's actually quite a few of them. Kovalev, McGillney, Zubov. I might pick McGillney with my my 3rd round pick because I think we're going to go all Russian here. We got to go with Gino, baby. Evgeny Malkin, Ilya Kovalchuk, they played on the same team in the KHL, so I am definitely okay with that. Evgeny Malkin, welcome to the Washington Russians. Who else is available? Oh, Kovalev got selected. Okay, that's not bad. So do we go with a defenseman or do we go with a goalie? There's still some decent goalies available. No legend. Oh yeah, there is. Tim Thomas and Evgeny Nabokov, another Russian. I think we might have to wait on Nabokov. We could probably get him in the later rounds. I think we should go with a defenseman here. PK Subban. Again, you got to think of the cap here. There's a lot of concern about the cap, and that's whether all of the teams will be able to sign their legend. It's cool. It's different. That's why I want to do this. Who knows? Maybe we could get a whole bunch of legends in free agency. This isn't supposed to be realistic. It's a GM mode. I'm having fun with it. That's how I do my GM modes. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I hope you guys stick around for it as well. So we could get Alex Pietrangelo. That's a pretty decent player, but there's so many other ones available. Ryan Suter, 92. Also, there's a few legends. We can get Alex Radulov. Okay, we can continue with the Russians. Oh man, so I think we should go with a defenseman here, and I think we should stick with what we had before. PK Subban, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so Nabokov was chosen. Who else was chosen there? I want to see if Alex Radulov was chosen, unfortunately. I think we need a goaltender now. I don't think we can wait on that. If Nabokov is still available, he's not available. Tim Thomas is. Okay, so I think we need another winger. We need another winger for our team. We need a right winger because we got Kovalchuk, we got Malkin. We could get Phil the Thrill Kessel. We could have 2 Russians and an American. We could get Phil the Thrill. He's a sniper. Maybe get a playmaker though, because Gino can score goals. I think we should get a playmaker. Adam Oates would be really nice, but we already have our key centerman. Blake Wheeler's not too bad. Hosa's a little bit older than I would like. Pavelski's a decent player as well. We could pick up Joe Pavelski. Oh man, this is a choice and a half. We got Parise as well, another American. Ploka, he's a playmaker, okay? I like that a lot. He's got really good passing. He could feed Malkin and Kovalchuk all day, every day. I think we should go with Zach Parise here. That could be a nasty first line. Rick Nash, or we could go with another legend. Oh man, this is a tough choice here. So McDavid's already been chosen. Jack Eichel is still on the board. Thinking about the future here, Jack Eichel is still available. I really think we should cap off our team with a really good winger, and I think that's going to be Zach Parise. Welcome to Washington. So we're going to go to the 10th round here, I'm pretty sure. I think we should do 10 or 5. I'm not too sure. There's a few legends still available. We don't have a goaltender yet, which we should probably take here. Anderson, Fleury's not bad. Ben Bishop, we already had him in Vancouver. John Gibson, I think that's a really good selection. But will he be available next round? I think I'm going to risk it and pick a goalie in the 6th round. We might need to pick another defenseman here. Is Letang still available? No, he's not. He got swiped up there, so unfortunately he's not an option. Oh man, Giordano, Seabrook's 89. Let's think of the future here. I'm going to go with Alex Galchenyuk. He's going to be the 2nd line center for this team. So far we've got a Canadian, 2 Russians, and an American. Let's add another American to the mix, Alex Galchenyuk. Now we have to pick a goalie no matter what. I hope he's still available. Where is he? John Gibson got selected. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Okay, we got to get a goalie right now. Luongo, Anderson, someone who's young. Devin Dubnik's not a terrible choice. Pavlik, definitely not. We have to get a goalie. Corey Crawford. Crawford or Lou? Crawford's young. Crawford's young-ish. How many years of his contract? 5 years at $6 million, where I think Dubnik's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, 4.3 for 6 years. We really have to mind the cap here. Devin Dubnyk, is he gonna come to the Washington Capitals? Oh man, again, if I wait on it, I don't think we're gonna get. Oh, we get Dustin Byfuglien as well. Okay, we're definitely gonna pick Dustin Byfuglien with our next pick if he's available. But Corey Crawford or Devin Dubnyk, I'm gonna go with the cheaper option. Devin Dubnyk is a year younger. Now I can only hope that he's still available, and he is. Okay, so we're gonna get Dustin Byfuglien. I think we're gonna end it right there. All of our picks have been selected. selected. So far, it's been Dustin Byfuglien, Devin Dubnyk, Alex Galchenyuk, Zach Parise, PK Subban, Evgeny Malkin, and Ilya Kovalchuk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the computer simulate the rest, and hopefully they can round out our team here, because we have a pretty good squad. I think our first line is OP as hell. Our defense is looking not that bad, and our goaltending situation, I think we're going to be just fine there with Devin Dubnyk. He's a big guy, got a pretty decent contract. So let's see what the computer drafted for us. Hopefully they don't screw us over all over again. I have no idea who that is. Sebastian Aho. Okay, right off the bat, we're getting a pretty good player, a pretty good prospect. No idea who that guy is. No idea who that guy is. No idea. Spencer? Again, I have no idea who that is. No idea who that is. William Carrier. He's like 3 stars, I'm pretty sure. Lindgren. I'm not too sure about him. I think that's the goalie, Kakahainen or something. He's pretty decent. I think he's like 3.5 star. Paul Bittner. He gets pretty good. Not bad at all. Milan Mahalik. Okay, so a depth scorer. Not a terrible idea. Dalton Prout. You know what? I'm still pretty upset that we didn't pick John Gibson. I think we should have picked him. Dalton Prout there. Ty Ratty. That's a pretty good player. We got him in our last fantasy draft. Carl Yancroc. That's pretty good. Drew Shore. Back-to-back Drew Shore has been D Shores. I don't know if there's another D Shore, but there it is. That's kind of weird how that worked out. Vili Polka. Again, we got him. We got him in the last fantasy draft, I guess the first installment of this. So we got Cam Atkinson with our 15th overall pick. That's not a bad depth score for us. JP Pajot, not bad. Lance Boma, I like him a lot. We could have got Tobias Reeder. Oh baby. Antti Ranta, so that looks like our backup goalie. Jared Spurgeon, that's not bad. I like that a lot. Kyle Palmieri. Okay, all right. What else we got here? Noah Hannafin. There is a nice defensive prospect. We have one more pick until our team is rounded out, and it is Victor Rask. We could have got Burakovsky, and I know Burakovsky is not Russian. I don't know why I said he was Russian. He's Swedish. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's our team. It's the last time I'm gonna do it, whether you're happy with it or not happy with it. It's just the way it is, okay? It's the way it's gonna happen. We're gonna have Parise on his off wing, which is totally fine. I'm not too worried about that. I think we have a pretty decent squad, though. Our defense, we're gonna have PK Subban and big Dustin Byfuglien, and then Spurgeon, and oh man, we're probably gonna have to go in free agency here and try to find some more players. We do have $9 million in cap, which is really nice. We got some potential players. I like that a lot. Where's Noah Hannafin? That's forwards. I'm like, what the hell? Where did that guy go? Defenseman Noah Hannafin is 4.5 gold stars. That's fantastic. That's a nice prospect for us. And our goaltending situation isn't ideal. I wish we would have picked John Gibson, but we waited on it and we decided to go elsewhere. But you know what? We got Devin Dubnyk. He's a good goalie right now. And that's going to be the final team. Okay, we're done. We're not going to redraft. I like the squad. We went with a couple of Russians. I'm fine with this. Okay, we're going to save it over. We cannot go back here. There it is. It's over. Okay, we're done this. I'm not redrafting. If you see something that you don't like, I'm sorry. I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. So let's have a look at the team. I'll go over every single other team, and then the next episode we'll get into the simulation. I'm sorry it's taking a little while, but we had to redraft. There was an overwhelming amount of support, so we're here now. Whatever. Let's figure out what our squad's looking like. So Kovalchuk, Malkin, Parise, absolutely disgusting. Atkinson, Galchenyuk, and Palmieri. A little bit weak. It's not terrible though. A little bit weak. We're definitely gonna have to dip into the free agency pool for sure. Lance Boma, Victor Rask, Milan Mahalik, Drew Shore, and Ty Ratty. I don't want Ty Ratty playing in the NHL this year. That's definitely for sure. I don't want any of these guys playing in the NHL either. So we're definitely gonna have to dip into the free agency market for sure. And then Dubnyk and Antti Ranta there. So that's how everything's looking. It's not bad. It's definitely not a bad team. Ideally, I'd like to put something like this and then have Atkinson maybe, maybe we'll have you right there. I'm not too sure. We'll kind of have to see what's in free agency. We can have a look right now, and then I'll quickly go through every NHL team all over again. I know it might take a little bit of time, but we're here now. We're going to do this one more time, and that is going to be all. maybe Jaromir Jagr is going to be in the free agency. That'd be kind of cool. And he is. Jaromir Jagr at $3 million for 1 year. We could get Yogs to play on the second line, and then we could move Atkinson down. We could definitely get Jaromir Jagr. That is definitely a viable option. There's tons of skaters available. We only have $4 million in cap though. Paul Byron, no really prospects available. And as for goaltenders, nothing really there either. Hiller didn't get chosen at all. And a few players here, Alex Tanguay, Jerome McGinley, I'm actually pretty surprised didn't get chosen, but he is pretty old, so I can understand that. But again, we only have 4.7 million, so we're gonna have to spend our money wisely here. Maybe getting Jagr isn't the best choice, simply because we don't have that much cap, and we really need some defense, man, in a big way. We'll see. We'll see once we get into the once we see everyone's squad. Again, this is the last time I'm gonna do it. It's all over here. Our team's sticking. I'm happy with what we have. So there's our squad. Oh, sorry, I have to go back to Winnipeg here. I meant to go over and not go back. So let's have a look at everyone's team here. We'll move over. We'll move to the right. So we'll go Winnipeg, then Anaheim, Arizona, all that stuff. So Winnipeg looking like Teravainen, Ron Francis, and Alexander McGillney. That's a nice looking team there. Couturier on the third line. That's not a bad little squad. Shattenkirk and Brian Leetch. So they get 3 legends. That's kind of cool. Again, we only have the 1 legend, but I'm alright with that. I'm totally okay with it. I'm not too worried about just having the 1 legend. Have a look at the defense. There it is, Brian Leetch. And in the cage, I got Steve Mason and Robin Lehner. Anaheim, they don't have a legend. Maybe not on their offense, but they do have Connor McDavid. That's pretty nice. Defensively, looking like Drew Doughty, Justin Falk, and Carey Price. Wow, so they don't have a legend, but they have Price, McDavid, and Drew Doughty. So that's pretty nice. That's very nice, actually. They have a very well-rounded team. Arizona, Hall, Lemieux, and Jonathan Drouin. Ew, that's nasty. Plus, they have Jack Eichel. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I could have selected Jack Eichel, but I didn't want to do that because I know the unrealistic comments would be there. But you know what? It's a game. I'm having fun with it. They got Pat LaFontaine as well, so a couple legends there. Eric Carlson, and they got Corey Crawford. So that's their team. Pretty nice. We got Philip Forsberg, Jean Beliveau. Krejci went back to the Bruins. That's kind of funny. Mikhail Bodker there. Sean Mathias. Defensively, Chris Chelios and Brent Burns. That's a nice top 2 with Varlamov and Howard. They got a pretty nice team. Buffalo, Naslin, Sakic, and Voracek. Ew, that's a nasty line. They have a really good squad, actually. Chris Stewart, Raquel, and Lindbergh on the third line. I like that a lot. Scheifele, Pearson, and Panarin there. Not bad. Risto went back to Buffalo, and goaltenders, Evgeny Nabokov went to Buffalo. Calgary, Stamkos, Gabrick, and Forsberg. Wow, that's nasty. Look at their centerman, man. Thornton on the third line. Oshie on the third line. Oh, baby. Calgary is stacked. Kronwall, Cam Fowler, Phaneuf, Green. They have 2 Greens, and Dennis Weidman went back to Calgary there. Dion Phaneuf went back to Calgary, actually, and Pekka Rinne. Wow, Calgary's looking nice. Vanek, Bergeron, Neal, Dave Tiger Williams there on the second line. He's gonna be rolling over everyone. Sean Monahan, Clark MacArthur. That's how it's looking. Nick Leddy, Shea Weber. That's not bad. And Dominic Hasek. Wow, looking good, looking good. Mike Modano, Tyler Toffoli, and Kevin Hayes. Rick Rippon, Zabinajad, Pouliot, Tobias Reeder, Miller, Furlan, Griffith, Shore, and Connolly. Tyson Berry, John Klimberg, and Patrick Waugh went to Chicago. We got Sundin, St. Louis, Zetterberg, Pacioretty, Pavelski, Sharp. Holy crap. Yuri Hoodler, Giordano, Nicholas Hjalmarsson, and Craig Anderson in the cage. So you can see a lot of teams are better than us, okay? But it's okay. It's a challenge. It's supposed to be fun. We got Nyquist, Lindros, Corey Perry, Tatar, Kachuk, Nichushkin. That's a sick team. That is a nasty squad. Whoops, I went to go to the defense here. And defensively, Morgan Riley, Chris Tanev, and Connor Hellebuck. So they're definitely offensively minded for sure. Jamie Benn went back to Dallas. That's hilarious. Bure, Benn, and Giroux. That is a hut line right there. Colin Wilson, Nicholas Backstrom, Alexander Semin. That's a nice line. What else we got here? Defensively, Girardi, Seabrook, Martin Savard, and goaltenders, Marc-Andre Fleury. Detroit got, I think that's Brett Hall. I think I made Bobby a little bit better than Brett. Matt Duchesne and JVR. Cassian Callahan and Valtteri Filppula, Patrick Maroon, Brassard, and Lazar. That's a nice squad. squad. Defensively, John Carlson, Jack Johnson, and Braden Holtby. So again, a lot of teams are stacked. Wow, they got 3 legends on their first line. They got Cam Neely, Gilbert Perreault, and Dion. That is sick. That's nasty. Huberdeau, Kuznetsov, and Hurdle. That's what I wanted to accomplish from this GM mode. I wanted there to be OP teams. I want that a lot. But again, Edmonton's going to have a hell of a time re-signing those guys in 3 years. So it's going to be fun to see. There's going to be a lot of legends moving around. It's going to be awesome. Tim Thomas, 86 overall. Gabriel Landeskog, Logan Couture, Brendan Saad. No legends on the offense. They got Bobby Orr, though, first overall. So that kind of doesn't really matter. And Tuukka Rask. So defensively minded for sure. Skinner, Oates, Kovalev, Eriksson, Horvat, Burakovsky, who's not Russian. He's Swedish. Time again, not a bad team. Defensively, Hedman and Horton. That's looking nasty. And Marty Brodeur in the cage. Went 5th overall, I'm pretty sure. I made Ryan Smith a little bit better, and I made Ty Domi worse. You can see Ryan Smith's now an 87. Phil Esposito and Marcus Johansson. Zubov, they have 3 legends. Make that 4 with Terry Sawchuk, looking pretty nice. Tarasenko, Getzlaf, and Maurice Richard. I made him a sniper. He went back to Montreal. That's hilarious. Marchand, Rick Nash, and Kyle Turris. They have 2 first lines pretty much. That's crazy. Brodin, Enstrom, and they got Jake Allen in the cage. We're almost done here. Kessel, Gretzky, Hossa. Holy crap, Kessel's going to score a lot of goals. Wheeler, Nielsen, Verbata. Oh my god. Duncan Keith. That's looking pretty crazy. And Lundqvist and Eddie Lack. New Jersey, Hoffman, Crosby, Sedin, Boys, Backus, Okposo, Bailey, Kessler. Holy crap. McDonough, Chara, Stahl, Hamhuis, Kipper in the cage. New York Islanders, Mark Messier, Alex Radulov, Eric Stahl. See, I love that line. That's going to be so much fun to see. Pasternak, Larkin, Hornquist, couple of young guns there. Scott Stevens and Tyler Myers. That is a terrifying top 2. They're going to lay people out left and right. New York Rangers, Eberle, Johansson, Alfredson. Not a bad line. We got Charlie Coyle, Matt Nieto, Lidstrom, Sekera, and we got Corey Schneider and Vasilevsky. Timu Solani, Pavel Datsuk, Patrick Kane. Holy crap. Marlowe, Laterra, Bobby Ryan. Oh my god. Ryan Suter, Strawman, and they got John Gibson. No! Ottawa, you bastards. Took my player. Paul Correa, Leon Draisaitl, and Bobby Hall. That's pretty nice. Yeah, so I did make Bobby Hall a little bit better. Ty Domi I made a little bit worse. I think he was 87 overall, but he's now 84. Saku Koivu and Jason Zucker there. Not a bad squad. They got pretty shit defense aside from Pietrangelo. I assume they have a good goalie. Oh no, not really. Frederick Anderson and Scott Darling. Got a couple of legends there though. Kane, Tavares, Max Domi, Brian Little, Johnson, Taluski. Like, how cool would it be if Pittsburgh traded for Ty Domi, right? Like, it would be just kind of cool to see that. We got Sami Vatanen, Roman Josi, and Vladislav Tretiak in the cage for Pittsburgh. San Jose, Mike Bossy, Steve Yzerman, and Johnny Gaudreau. I want to talk about this for a little bit because there was some comments saying, "Where's Mike Bossy? Where's Steve Yzerman?" They're all here. You just gotta look. There's a lot of comments being like, "Oh, where's Marty Brodeur? I didn't see him there." Just look a little bit closer. They're there. You just gotta look. Duclair, who's gonna be a beast. McKinnon and Yakupov. That's like a Vancouver line there, Yakupov and Duclair. Defensively, Lindholm, Smith, another Vancouver legend there in Hampus Lindholm, and Ben Bishop. This is the Vancouver Canucks. Ben Bishop, Hampus Lindholm, Anthony Duclair, and Nail Yakupov. That's hilarious. The Blues got Taze, so that was obviously their first overall pick. Palat, Niederreiter, Bjugstad, Gerby, Stahlberg. Looking real nice. Yandel and Al McInnes goes back to St. Louis. And in the cage, they got Bobrovsky. He's on the case. Tampa Bay, Ovi, Carter, and Gordie Howe. My god, is that going to be a team? This is by far the best team I've seen. Camilleri, Kopitar, and Ladd. Again, 2 first lines. Jokinen, Spezza, Braden Shen, Winnick, Backlund, Wingles. That's the best team I've seen so far. Edler, Vlasic, that is absolutely sick, and Luongo and Cam Ward in the cage. Wow. Schwartz, Tyler Seguin, he goes to Toronto. Tyler Seguin should have been originally drafted by Toronto, but they traded traded him for Phil Kessel. They traded their pick. That's crazy. So that's kind of cool how that works out. See, it's just so much fun. That's why I love the Legends. I love the fantasy draft. Defensively, Torrey Krug, Aaron Ekblad, and goaltender Mike Richter. So Toronto's looking pretty nice. Vancouver, Kucherov, Fedorov, Wayne Train. I like that. We got Kucherov and Fedorov. Grigorenko, Henrique, Smith. Okay, they got Lyndon Vey and Kennins. That's kind of strange. Ekman Larson, Cody Ceci. No, probably they were in the Utica. That's probably why they got brought up. They probably didn't get picked. And Jonathan Quick in the Cade. And that's going to be it. That's going to be all over. So what I'm going to do is, since there's no simulation in this video, I'm going to have another one up because I feel bad that we cut pretty much the first episode out. But I am going to figure out what we're going to do for agency, hop into the simulation. Next episode might be a little bit shorter, but eventually we're going to get the ball rolling here. I'm sorry that it took a little bit longer. I'm sorry that we had to redraft, but you guys asked for it, man. I'm for the people, man. If you guys asked for it, I'll do it. Here's our team: Kovalchuk, Malkin, Parise, Palmieri, Galchenyuk, Atkinson, Ratty, Victor Rask, Mahalik, Yancroc, Drew Shore, and Lance Boma. So maybe focusing on the defense is the best thing. I don't think we should put Hanifin or Vili Polka in the NHL this year. So maybe getting 2 mid-level defensemen isn't going to be the worst idea, and kind of move the team around a little bit. This is actually not even that bad. I kind of like having a sniper on the third line, 2 snipers actually. Lance Boma is a really good fourth liner. I like that a lot. We'll see what we can do in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys for watching. And actually, one more thing before we go. Hold up. What I want to do is I want to go to contracts. I want to see how many years we have till we're going to be screwed to re-sign these players. So you can see here how many years. So we got to re-sign Mahalik. He's going to be nothing. We have a few years. So the good thing is our core players, Parise, Bufflin, Subban, and Malkin, they're all locked up until at least 2021, even longer. All right. So Parise's got that crazy contract till 24-25. So we're not even gonna have to worry about that. So that's actually not that bad. And it's a lot better than I thought. Our oldest player being Zach Parise, he's our vet. But Kovalchuk and Evgeny Malkin, they get reunited here in Washington, the Washington Russians. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Let's get this thing underway, finally.